I have always been fascinated with hair. Like, I've been playing with hair since I was a little child, playing with Barbie. Hello, you all. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you subscribe, like, share, and click that bell at the top to see when the next video will come in from me. But I appreciate you all joining me. I also want to put out there that if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can find me at Curly Rhonda. If you want to follow my salon, it's Hydra Salon on Instagram. And if you want to check out my products that will be coming very soon, that is Nurture Hair Care. And also, I wanted to let you guys know that we are also on Facebook. And don't forget to check out our virtual salon. We had quite a few people who have joined and they are loving it. And we want you all to experience the love and experience what you can do with your hair up there too. So I'll leave a link for that at the bottom also, okay? Now, since I got all that out of the way, let's get into the topic of this video. The topic of the video is my story and what got me into doing hair. I feel like I haven't really told reason why I got into doing hair. What got me started doing hair was my curiosity. I was always curious about hair, and one of the things that I can remember as a teenager is I went to a hairdresser and I asked her, can I have, you know, hair like Freddie for Different World? Because you guys know that I love Freddie's hair from Different World. In case you haven't seen Freddie, I'll post a picture of her here next. But with Freddie's hair, the hairstylist told me, oh honey, you don't have hair like that. And I guess at the time I probably didn't. We didn't know that I had curly hair. One of the things that I could remember was going to my high school football game, and I had my hair all cute, and then all of a sudden it rained and my hair swelled up. That was so embarrassing to me because I came there with my hair done, I put so much work into it, and it was like cute, slick, laid to the side. I think I had like one of those, you know, like the bun that we had back in the day that kind of scooped up and around and it like kind of stick up on top of your head. It was like a 90s style, and I had just did it and it poured down raining and my hair like puffed all up. I was so embarrassed. And so that's one of the things that I remember my hair when I was growing up. And something else that I will always think about is, you know, when you get a relaxer, your hair always felt wavy at the roots. So I will always pay attention to that. And I always wonder, like, if it's wavy at the roots, wouldn't the rest of the hair be like wavy or curly? So I kind of kept that in the back of my mind. Many years passed, and after being frustrated with my hair and relaxers, I decided I was done, and I decided not to get relaxers anymore. Final straw came when I was in my bathroom in my apartment in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I was blow drying my hair. I was always the type who was pretty good at doing my hair because I was a hair person, and so I was blow drying my hair and I had a whole bathroom floor full of my hair. That can't be normal. So that's when I really went into, okay, I'm not getting any more chemical relaxers in my hair. I felt like my hair had it, and so I was done. I decided that I would be a straight natural. That was the goal. I was going to just wear my hair straight, but just have no more chemicals in my hair. So around 2008, I posted my big chop video, which I will link it somewhere around here. I will link it probably there. After a few years on being on YouTube, doing all the concoctions, all the potions, all the stuff that we tend to normally do when we get on YouTube, I realized that none of that stuff was working and it was not giving me any type of results at all. So I felt like being natural was more work than relaxed hair. But at the same time, I didn't want to go back to relaxed hair because I remember the damage that my hair went through with relaxed hair. So I was at a crossroad and I was just trying to find something that was going to work. Then I saw some videos that really inspired me. Back when I first started doing YouTube, the videos that I saw was like Miss Jessie videos. I saw like their demos that they would do with twist outs and the shingling method. This girl I used to follow on YouTube, her name was Kitty Cat, something with some numbers. I can't remember exact numbers, but she was showing how she was just using Echo Styler gel into making like great curl definition. That's something that, wow, like I haven't seen that before. It was a lot of people that I used to see on YouTube that I was like intrigued and impressed with, you know, some of the stuff that they were doing. But I think the one that was another girl, lady, her name was Tashawn and Family. I was watching some of her videos, and I think that might be one of the first videos I watched, and I was really impressed with some of the stuff that she was doing. But the one that really stuck out to me was Anthony Dickey's and Tonya Goff from the original owner of Uncle Funky's Daughter. Those two really stood out to me a lot, but Anthony Dickey, I would say he went into something where he talks more about, you know, hydration and getting water into the hair. And I really resonated with what he was saying. He was a game changer for me. I was already playing with water in my hair anyway, but I guess watching some of his videos kind of put some of the pieces together for me. So I became obsessed with watching his hair rules videos and, you know, things that he do in the salon and listening to what he was saying. And I just took on some of his logic, and it made a lot of sense, and I tried to apply it to my routine. I'm very into science. I'm very scientific. If it doesn't make sense to me science-wise or logically, then I don't go with it. And so a lot of stuff that he was saying, it was just so I could dig it. So I went along with it. I will always consider him the king of wash and goes, because he showed the light. And I would say Tonya from Uncle Funky's Daughter, former owner of Uncle Funky's Daughter, I think her brand now is called Sacred Roots. She showed light too, because like Dickey showed how you could do it. He brought the ideal to my head that, okay, so kinkier, you know, somewhat kinkier texture, it's possible that they can do wash and goes. Then when I saw her videos, I saw her use clients that were a little bit kinkier. But I would say the only thing that was missing is that I didn't see like the really kinky hair. And so I understood what they were doing. They would see a curl pattern. If you see a little bit of curl pattern when the hair is wet, you can bring it out and you can make it curly. But I was like, well, what about the women, or, you know, women or men who don't always see their curl pattern when it's wet? How do we bring their curls out? How do you begin to even bring it out? Because if they spent years putting, you know, different stuff on their hair that's kind of working against curl formation, you wouldn't necessarily see their curl pattern. So it got my wheels spinning and started thinking, like, how can I take what I learned from, you know, these great curl experts, from what I learned from cosmetology school, and from, you know, just what I learned from my own experience with my hair, how can I apply it to kinky textures? And so I came up with a hydration technique that helps you discover your curls, so you can get to the point where when you wet your hair down, you can actually start to see the curls. So with them showing the way, that is kind of what allowed me to realize that it is possible. It kind of made the light bulb go off on my head. And yeah, and back then when I were doing the YouTube videos, if you go back and listen to my old videos, I preached a lot about wash and goes, wash and goes. And I got a lot of pushback on that too. I got quite a few people saying, well, everybody can't have wash and goes, you know, for like, you know, Kinky Textures can't do wash and goes. Like, you know, I got a lot of pushback from that. And it's good to see now that people are starting to realize that like Kinky Textures in fact can do wash and goes. Let me explain when I say kinky textures. Because the curl of a kinky texture is so tight, it's hard to make the hair take in water, jumbled together so tight, so it's not all getting the water evenly. And remember, back then we weren't necessarily taking conditioners and smoothing it through the hair. We would just kind of, you know, put conditioner on and slap it on and go and let that be it. Kinky Textures constantly put other products in their hair to compensate for the lack of moisture that Kinky Textures can have. And Kinky Textures, as we all know, is more dry naturally. But I knew that it didn't have to be that way. I felt like how we were caring for our hair was keeping us from having the more seamlessly easier hair. Because I don't think hair is supposed to be difficult. So I tweaked a few things that I learned from Anthony Dickey, from Hair Rules, and from Miss Jessies, and from Tonya, formerly of Uncle Funky Daughter, now Secret Roots. I tweaked a few things and the stuff that I learned from cosmetology school and experimenting with my hair. My focus was kinky texture hair because I'm a kinky texture girl. And I think back again to that high school event where it rained and my hair just frizzed up like a big poof ball. So I always come back to that. And I felt like with water, we're made of mostly water. Water falling on our hair should enhance us. It shouldn't make us feel the opposite. So I knew that something had to change there. When I finished school, I knew I wanted to focus primarily on kinky textured hair. I wanted to empower and show that our hair is not what we thought it was. Like, so many people tell us what our hair can do, what it can't do, and we just kind of go with it. I wanted to show that it can be beautiful naturally. I can help them in discovering what they have naturally. That's what excites me more than anything, and that's why I love what I do. Now, when I say kinky, I want you all to understand what I mean by kinky. Kinky is that person who wets their hair, but it's not obviously curly. Okay, that's what I mean by kinky texture. If someone can wet their hair and it's like obviously curly, like, yeah, you know, that hair is you know, pretty easy to do a curl definition on. But it's someone who can wet their hair and they might have a few curls here and there, or, you know, it's not necessarily curly, looking more bushy. Those are like who I like to help out because I think the impact is bigger there. I like to show them what their hair can really do. I can honestly say that I contribute to a lot of people learning how to find their natural curl pattern, and that's something that I'm proud of. I contribute through either my earlier days of YouTube or either through my salon. We see like hundreds of people per month in the salon, so I must say that I feel good that I can contribute to that, even through my team, with my team learning the techniques, or, you know, former stylists that work for me learn the techniques, and they're able to share it with their clients. And so I feel like my contribution to women, especially women of color, learning to love and appreciate their hair, I feel that I got a chance to contribute to that. What's so special about this is that in life you're told that you're one thing, and then you realize that there are other layers to you, and there are layers that haven't even been discovered, but it's just been misunderstood. You know, that's what's so great about discovering your natural curl pattern. I'm not in the business just for hair. I'm in the business to boost confidence. And that's why I don't just take any client. I'm looking for somebody who is ready to do this, and somebody who's ready for a change in their lifestyle. I don't want to take anybody who's like, oh, I just want to try this. That's not my type of client. I want to take the person who's ready to feel that change, because I want to help you go through that journey together, because it's going to make you feel more empowered and more confident. Hair hydration is a journey, but it's well worth it. So, I am here now. I started as a young girl who was curious about hair, and then I decided to do YouTube. It's just a hobby. And then I went to cosmetology school, got my license, and then I became a stylist, opened up my own salon, and now I am helping to make products for you guys' hair, so you can make doing your hair at home a lot easier. So that's what my journey has been to get here. In this video, I hope you guys get 2 things out of it. Okay? 2 things. Number 1, follow your passion. Alright? No matter what it is. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. Number 2, don't let people tell you who you are. Like, if you feel that you could do something, you feel like you can have something, then you just do it. And my reference to that is like with Kinky Textures. When people tell you, oh, your hair can't do this, or, you know, you don't have that type of hair, yada, yada, yada. Like, don't go by necessarily what people say. Just keep going forth, and eventually, if you work hard enough, you can have what you want. Or you study hard enough, you can have what you want. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. It's a little bit about how I got here to doing hair. Let me know what other videos you would like to see. Put in the comments below. If I have anybody who's interested in getting into the hair field, post that below too. So let me know what you guys think, and I appreciate you. Bye.